for
chips. Thank you.
After the show. After the show.
After this, well, Dame time is back in the NBA as the Bucks beat the Rockets on a Damian Lillard game winner. Plus, UE gunning for that last Final Four spot, Chess, in UAAP men's basketball. And we will catch up with UE's Jack Cruz Dumont as the Red Warriors gear up for an all-important clash with the UP Fighting Maroons.
Plus, history in the Premier Volleyball League as the Zeus Coffee Thunderbells finally claim their first franchise win.
I'm Andre Felix.
And I'm Cheska Leton-Calao.
And here's tonight's play-by-play.
Ramiro, the show by Mamoy League. Dribble puts it on. Unbelievable. Gemma on the left side. Oh, the pass! Stuck in another one. Bacunas rejecting Espejo for the point.
The Milwaukee Bucks finally benefit from some Dame time as they cool off the red-hot Houston Rockets. The Bucks escaping with the slimmest of margins here, 101-100, ending the Rockets' game-winning streak. Action picked up in the second half. The Rockets rallied from a 14-point deficit and took an early lead in the payoff period. Alperen Sengun went for a potential dagger with 20 seconds to go, but Giannis Antetokounmpo there with a block, setting the stage for this Damian Lillard highlight with the ball in his hands during the dying seconds. Dame drove hard in the basket and nailed that game-winning layup to seal the deal. Dame time finishing with 18 points in his return from a 3-game absence. Brook Lopez top scored for the Bucks with 27 markers. Milwaukee's record now stands at 5 victories and 9 losses, while Houston has a 10-5 win-loss card. Here's what Lillard had to say after the thrilling contest.
I think it comes down to I've experienced, these moments a lot. Not just the last play of the game, but being aggressive and attacking and shots not falling, and but the game is still close. And I know that what's expected of me on the team is not to necessarily make a big shot or to, be the guy doing it, but I got to be in attack mode, especially in a game like that. So, like you said, a couple of layups didn't fall. I got a couple times I got hit on the arm, got hit on the head one time, but they were all layups that I felt like I should have made. But I just knew that it was one of those. I could feel that it was one of those games where I needed to keep going. Keep my foot on the gas down the stretch, and it just came down to those last 2 plays, and I got one to go, and then we was able to get a stop on the other end. And it comes down to who's going to make the plays. And I thought tonight in that last stretch, we was the one to make the plays. I've just experienced both sides enough. I've experienced enough success down the stretch and at the end of games, and I've experienced enough failure at the end of games where I always go into it believing and also knowing, like, if it doesn't go my way, I can live with that. It's not going to make or break me. And then the times where I make it, and it's a big moment, it's not going to make or break me either, So I'm always able to go into those situations with a level head and, with confidence, knowing that I prepared myself to be successful. And whatever happens after that, I can.
Meantime, James Harden takes the spotlight once again as the Los Angeles Clippers take down the Golden State Warriors. Final score here, 102-99, as the Dubs rallied late but fell short in the dying seconds. The Beard's playmaking was on point. He dished out 16 assists to go with his 12 points. Norman Powell led the way in scoring. He overcame some early hamstring soreness to finish with 24 markers, including timely threes to fend off the Warriors' last hurrah. This is the Clippers' 5th win at home. Their overall record so far this season is 8 victories and 7 losses. As for the Warriors, they dropped to 10 victories and 3 defeats. After the match, Warriors head coach Steve Kerr spoke about the team's miscues.
Free throws obviously hurt us, but as a coach, you don't really focus on that. You focus on the turnovers in the first half. I didn't feel like we really started playing until the second half. So I thought we lost the game in the first half, wasting a lot of possessions. And I give the Clippers a lot of credit. They forced turnovers. They're a great defensive team. And, they got into us, and we finally got engaged in the second half and made our runs, but it wasn't enough. They have a lot of long, switchable guys, who can get into the ball. And so both games that we've played them, the turnovers have been the determining factor. We got into them in the second half, and we turned them over, and all of a sudden, you look at the stats, we ended up with 19, they ended up with 20. We each gave up, 30, 31 points off those turnovers. So it was kind of a wild game. So neither team executed that well on offense, but both teams have good defenses too. So I thought the game for us was a good display of who we are. We're pretty gritty, pretty tough, battled back in a game we couldn't make a shot in the first half, gave ourselves a chance, and showed who we are, but it also showed where we have to get better. And I'm encouraged by that. Early in the season, you want to know who you are, but you also want room for growth. And I see both of those things. And so the growth is the offensive execution for sure.
6 more NBA games coming your way.
Here are the results. Zach LaVine waxes hot in the fourth, scoring 16 of his 25 points in the payoff period as the Chicago Bulls take down the Detroit Pistons 122-112. The Toronto Raptors halt their 7-game skid. They beat the Indiana Pacers 130-119 behind 39 points from RJ Barrett. Over at the Big Apple, Jalen Brunson and the New York Knicks extend the Washington Wizards' losing skid to 9 after taking a 134-106 victory.
Meanwhile, the Miami Heat erasing an early 19-point deficit to put away the skidding Philadelphia 76ers 106-89. The Orlando Magic defeat the struggling Phoenix Suns 109-99 as Franz Wagner stars again with 32 points. And lastly, Dyson Daniels with a crucial defensive play, stripping the ball from De'Aaron Fox in the dying seconds as the Atlanta Hawks escape the Sacramento Kings 109-108. Game winners are what most signature moments are made of, but it's a lot less sweet when it turns out the shot came right after a missed violation. Well, Julius Randle took the spotlight for the Minnesota Timberwolves on Monday by hitting this step-back 3 to beat the Phoenix Suns 120-117. But just today, the NBA's last 2-minute report of the game came out, and it said that Randle had indeed traveled before the shot. Unfortunately for the Suns, the non-call stands, which means Randle's basket still counts. And this is now the second time in the last 2 days that the NBA refs failed to blow the whistle. Remember this game-winning play, Jason Tatum with that game-winning 3 as well before nailing that dagger on the Toronto Raptors. And after the review, apparently Tatum lifting his pivot foot and also committing that traveling violation. In the end, the game belonged, well, in Boston's defense, the last 2-minute report also said that prior to Tatum's attempt, a Raptor foul on Jaylen Brown should have been called. Point taken. In the end, game still belonging to the defending champs, 128-123.
Okay, but how about some good news for Gilas Pilipinas? Big man Kai Soto has the green light to play for the team in the second window of the FIBA Asia qualifiers. The clearance comes just 2 days before Gilas opens the November window against New Zealand. The 22-year-old Soto had been in concussion protocol after getting hurt in the Japan B-League earlier this month. Gilas Pilipinas will play 2 games this week for the second window of the FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers. The Philippine team will take on world number 22, New Zealand, on Thursday at 7:30 p.m. at the SM Mall of Asia Arena. Both teams are coming in with identical 2-0 win-loss records in the qualifiers, but Gilas has yet to beat the Tall Blacks in 4 FIBA encounters since 2016. Gilas will then look to replicate their dominant win over Hong Kong on Sunday, November 24, also at 7:30 in the evening at the Mall of Asia Arena. You can also catch the action live on One Sports, One Sports Plus, and the Pilipinas Live app.
As for the Gilas Pilipinas youth, well, they have a new head coach. The Samaang Basketball ng Pilipinas has chosen PBA superstar and Gilas Pilipinas legend Latiniente L.A. Tenorio to take over the youth program in what is his biggest task to date outside of his playing career. Tenorio replaces Josh Reyes, though still an active player. Latiniente has held assistant coaching duties with Gilas Pilipinas in the past, as well as with Letran in the NCAA. In his statement, SBP President Al Panlilio said they're excited to have a true sportsman and role model in Tenorio as Gilas Pilipinas youth head coach. Panlilio also added that Tenorio is a natural leader and a winner on and off the court and will teach young athletes lessons they will use not only in basketball but in life as well. In his own statement, Tenorio said that what Coach Josh Reyes accomplished by making it to 2 World Cups is not an easy feat, but he's excited to work with our young players and help them reach their full potential. Tenorio also shared that he already talked to Coach Tim Cone and said he'll be running a similar system so our youth players can easily transition to the men's team. Another crucial match for that last coveted spot in the UAAP Season 87 Men's Basketball Final Four. We got UE team captain Jack Cruz Dumont to talk about their clash with the semis-bound UP Fighting Maroons. Stay tuned to Play-by-Play. That conversation is up next. And we're back. Thank you for joining us here on Play-by-Play only on One News. The UE Red Warriors looking to grab that last ticket to the Final Four as they play an all-important match in UAAP men's basketball tomorrow. The Red Warriors will close their campaign in the elimination round against the semis-bound UP Fighting Maroons. That game will be at 5:30 p.m. That game will take place at the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center in San Juan City. UE will have its 6'9" Nigerian center Precious Momoe back. He missed their last game against the Ateneo Blue Eagles because of that one-game suspension. Now, if UE wins tomorrow, then the Red Warriors are guaranteed a spot in the Final Four, and they eliminate the Adamson Soaring Falcons from Final Four contention. But if UE loses, that opens that slight door for Adamson to force a playoff for that last Final Four spot. The playoff will only happen if the Falcons also win their final elimination game when they take on Ateneo on Saturday. And you can also catch the action live on One Sports, the UAAP Varsity Channel, and the Pilipinas Live app. And to talk more about that crucial matchup, Chess, for UE, it's going to be a good one. We have with us tonight Red Warriors team captain JCD, Jack Cruz Dumont, live via Zoom. JCD, hi Jack, welcome to the show, to Play-by-Play. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, Jack.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Oh, pleasure, Jack. Okay, so a night before, I hope you can get a good night's sleep, but we won't make this long. We'll keep this conversation quick. First off, pressure is on UE, obviously, because you're currently 6 and 7, tied with USC. And as I said earlier, what's going to happen if you lose? You force that playoff with Adamson. If Adamson also wins their final match. So, what do you say as a team captain? What goes through your head? Of course, to encourage your teammates, because you're going to this match really with a big chip on your shoulders.
Yep. Right now, the message is it's a great opportunity for us. You know, like you mentioned earlier, our fate is still in our hands. We win, and we don't need to worry about other teams. So the mentality is, you know, everything we've been through is preparing us for this moment. We've had a lot of ups, we've had some downs. The plan is to get back to that hungry underdog mentality that brought us here, and we're feeling good.
You talk about that hungry underdog mentality, and you are coming into this matchup with as the underdogs, because you know UP's basically, you know, I don't want to say relaxing, because they're not gonna relax at all, but it's not as heavy for them.
Mm-hmm.
This game won't be, you know, it's
non-bearing. Yeah.
It's non-bearing for them.
Yeah.
But you guys are coming in with the complete opposite, you know, situation, because you need to win this game. What are you expecting from the Fighting Maroons, and how does this situation, you know, affect your mindset coming into this game?
Yeah, like you mentioned, obviously this game is more important to us technically, but we're not thinking like that, because UP is a great team. They're a well-coached team. They're a veteran squad. So we know that they're not going to take it lightly. They, you know, even though they are already set in the Final Four, they want to keep their momentum going into the Final Four. So I don't think they're going to take it lightly at all. So we're ready for a good battle.
You know, Chess, Jack and I had a conversation earlier when I was trying to convince him to come on the show, and I said, what a roller coaster season. And he said, to say the least. I think that's the way to describe their season. They had a strong start in the first round, and then Jack, in the second round, you've gone cold, being a little bit inconsistent, or like rocky. So what happened there? What do you think went wrong, Jack, especially in that second round of the season? And how are you going to salvage that and try to bring back that fire you had, especially in the first round?
Yeah, you know, going to the season, we know there's always going to be ups and downs. So, you know, the mentality is we can't get too high when things are going well, and too low when things aren't going so well. Every team in the UAAP is a good team. We've seen all year, any team can beat any team. So right now, you know, like I said earlier, everything we've been through is preparing us for this moment. So we've had good times, we've had bad times. The plan is just to stick together and just play our hardest as a team.
Another unexpected disruption for your team was Precious Momoy's suspension. But great news is you got him back.
He's back.
He's back. So,
the big boy's back, Jack.
I mean, obviously, he was sorely missed.
Yeah.
Now that he's back, how do you think, you know, that groove will come back into play for your team?
Yeah, you know, last game was actually a good opportunity for us to, you know, kind of learn to play without him, because our team does depend on him a lot. So we had other guys, you know, like Devin, our other big, step up on the rebounding game. So it allowed us to learn a different aspect of our game. But obviously, we're excited to have him back. He's played, you know, such a big role for us, and we're excited to have him, obviously.
Jack, of course, tomorrow we had Coach Goldwyn Monteverde on the show last night, and then you know, we had to ask those questions, and I did ask him, are you going to load manage some players, like rest them? Because as Cheska said, it is non-bearing for them already. But he said, no, they're going full force. They cannot take you lightly, even if they're assured already of a twice-to-beat spot. So you can expect this, you know, the best that UP can offer. So tomorrow, I know Cheska already asked you what can we expect from you guys, but who do you think will and shall step up for you guys aside from yourself tomorrow and with the return of Precious?
It's a team effort, so I could go down the list of guys, but I think it's going to be a team effort. I think I'm expecting all of our veterans to step up because for some of us this is the end of our college careers no matter what. So and like you said, I didn't expect anything less from UP. I don't expect them to go lightly. I know it's going to be a battle, so I'm excited.
Jack, thank you so much again for your time. Good luck tomorrow, buddy.
Thanks, Jack.
Thank you for having me.
We'll see you again next time when you win. If you win. Thank you, Jack Cruz Dumont.
All right, at least he gets to get his rest now.
Yes, and good night's sleep. What time is it? 9:21. Kaya pa.
Kaya pa.
Kaya pa. It's still early for the kids. Meantime, Cheska, more new
Did
UA.
you just say so
Yes.
early for the kids?
Yeah, kids. Yeah, he's still in college. More new UAAP records, not just in swimming, but this time in athletics as well.
That's right. What are we?
Kids
First,
some more.
let's take a look at the swimmers
Yes.
that made a splash during the championships at the new Clark City Aquatic Center. In the men's 50-meter breaststroke, Ateneo's Rian Marco Tirol delivered a lightning-fast performance, setting a new record at 28.77 seconds. Ateneo's relay team also dominated the men's 4x100-meter freestyle relay. The dynamic lineup of Charles Tikbae, Nathan Sason, Victoriano Martin Tirol IV, and Rafael Barreto clocked in at a stunning 3 minutes and 34.21 seconds. In the women's 4x100-meter freestyle relay, UP's Atasha De La Torre, Mary Louise Lacson, Anthony Kate Dequina, and Quendi Fernandez surged ahead with a record-breaking time of 4 minutes and 3.22 seconds. A new record as well in the boys 4x100-meter freestyle relay with UST's Timothy Capulong, Christoph David, Yuri Asije, and Gabriel Delizo, finishing at 3 minutes and 42.49 seconds.
Now let's take a look at the new athletics records, starting with the girls' 2,000-meter walk. Leslie Placido of UE made history with a time of 10 minutes and 15.32 seconds. Another UE standout, Vincent Vianmar, smashed the record for the men's 10,000 meters race walk, clocking in at 48 minutes and 27.08 minutes. The FEU Tamaraos charged past the competition in the collegiate mixed 4x400 meter relay. The team of Tokchukwu, Okolo, Kay Villanueva, Jaspier Lance, and Susan Ramadan set a new benchmark of 3 minutes and 33.60 seconds. In a high school division, NU Nazareth School ruled the mixed 4x400 meter relay. Larry Taripe, Jean Albacete, Caris Pantonial, and Jamaica Santiago all clocked in at 3 minutes and 43.96 seconds. Also from NU Nazareth, Caris Pantonial sprinted to glory, recording a swift 21.72 seconds in the 200 meters boys race. UE's Jerilyn Rodriguez set the record with a time of 24.92 seconds in the 200-meter girls race. And finally, in the girls heptathlon, UE's Nemi Janis dominated the field, amassing an impressive total of 3,739 points. Congratulations to all the new record holders.
When play-by-play returns, the Zeus Coffee Thunderbells are finally on the board in the PVL. Details of their breakthrough win against the next-led Chameleons after the break. welcome back. You're watching Play-by-Play on One News. History for the Zeus Coffee Thunderbells as they finally get their first ever win in the Premier Volleyball League. The Thunderbells defeated the next-led Chameleons in 4 sets, 19-25, 25-23, 25-22, and 25-15. The momentous victory ends Zeus Coffee's 20-game losing skid since joining the PVL earlier this year. Jovelyn Gonzaga led the charge for Zeus Coffee with 23 points on 20 attacks and 3 blocks. Thea Gagate added 16 points, 5 of which came from stops at the net, while Zeus Coffee ends its long-standing drought. NextLed's own skid has now reached 9 games since last season's import-laden reinforced conference. Meantime, the PLDT high-speed hitters get their second win. The high-speed hitters closed out Galleries Tower in straight sets 27-25, 25-22, 25-23. Savvy Davison finished with a game-high 28 points built on 26 attacks and 2 blocks. Erica Santos added 14 markers in the win. PLDT is now tied with the Akari Chargers for first place with a 2-0 record to start the new conference.
Okay, NBA fans, we've got an all-NBA lineup in tonight's highlight reel chess. Let's start things off with Jalen Brunson on display. He gets a handoff from Mikal Bridges and then pick and roll to Jericho Sims with a flush. The poster on Kyle Kuzma. Get out of the way, Kuz. Brunson can't believe, and the whole bench, they cannot believe what happened. Look at Brunson's reaction here. Jalen Brunson tallied 26 points and 11 dimes as the Knicks dominate the Wiz here, 134-106. Woo! Watch that again. Next, we fly from the Big Apple to Canada. How about this? TJ McConnell with a great steal. And then the lob to Obi Toppin with that flush. The former slam dunk champ there. Take a look again with this flush. Toppin with 19 points, but the Pacers, well, unfortunately fall to the Raps here, 130-119. Now, let's roll the next one. Sixers Heat. Ooh, look at Bam Adebayo making Embiid confused there as he makes him pay. And Adebayo hits that behind the back. And then having Embiid going circles. Bamonte just had 5 points, but 13 rebounds, 2 steals in the Heat's 106-89 comeback win. Next, Bucks versus Rockets here. Brook Lopez with a block. That leads to a break. Here's the Greek Freak, the train, then the two-handed flush. Giannis ends the game with 20 points, 13 boards, 4 assists, and 3 blocks. Still in Milwaukee, Damian Lillard's time to shine here against Brooks. Dylan the villain. And look at Dame. Woo, what a move for the win, eluding the defense there. The Bucks escape. 101-100, Milwaukee wins at home against Houston. Before we go, I won't make you choose anymore. Ayaw mo na?
No, the Giannis court takeover said it all.
Yun na yun?
All right.
Okay.
This one, though, is for all you Lakers fans. The team has commissioned a statue of Pat Riley to join Lakers legends on Star Plaza outside Crypto.com Arena. Los Angeles Lakers Governor Jeannie Buss shared plans with Riley today over a video call alongside other Lakers greats such as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Magic Johnson. Riley's statue is set for completion in 2026, but the Lakers have yet to announce the official unveiling date. Riley had a defining impact on the Lakers' legacy, winning 6 total championships with a purple and gold, 4 as head coach, 1 as an assistant coach, and 1 as a player. Riley will be the 8th Laker to be commemorated in Star Plaza. He will join Elgin Baylor, Kobe Bryant, Chick Hearn, Magic Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Jerry West. What company! Of course, Lakers fans are hoping that Riley's statue will actually look like him, because recently sports statues have been amiss, including, thank you for including this, guys, the latest one for Miami Heat legend Dwayne Wade. Why?
Wade.
The statue earned criticism from fans and netizens on social media and from this person speaking right now.
By the way, she is, in case you didn't know yet, Cheska Litoncalo is a big Dwayne Wade fan. So your reaction first on that statue, and you think if he's gonna also make the statue for Pat Riley?
I am not sure, so if it makes him happy, I will be happy.
How about that statue though for Pat Riley? I hope they
No.
don't butcher it though.
Okay, we've seen quite a few
Good ones.
statues that are great.
Kobe statue.
Oh, but even that got criticism
Yeah,
because some
that's
people
right.
weren't happy with the pose.
Correct, yeah.
But Vanessa Bryant explained that
Yeah.
that was actually something that they had talked about. So,
But
if
the
that's
viral ones, like the Allen Iverson being too small, like little
Iversons?
Bow Wow Daw, or no, like I saw that. And then that Cristiano Ronaldo.
Okay, that was
Diba? Yeah.
yeah.
Sabi nga, I also saw some netizens saying, I hope they get the Pat Riley statue right.
Yeah.
Baka daw maging kamukha ni Al Pacino or ni sa Miami Vice, si Don Johnson.
Okay. But you know what? At the end of the day,
Yeah.
these legends are being honored. I mean, they
Oh, yeah.
deserve it.
Oh, yeah,
They deserve the recognition. They deserve to be, applauded and celebrated
of course.
forever. So, great kudos to everyone celebrating these icons. And hopefully
They get it right. Yeah. But one thing's for sure, before we say goodbye, if you're gonna make a statue for Cheska Litoncalo, make sure it's right. That's all from us tonight. Catch us tomorrow at 9 p.m. for a play-by-play of today's top sports stories.
And play-by-play is on One News. That's Signal TV Channel 8 on SD and Channel 250 on HD. We are also available on Signal Play and Pilipinas Live.
Ako kahit magkamali, lagyan nila ako ng bangs. Okay lang. I'm Andre Felix.
And I'm Cheska Litoncalo. Thank you for watching. Have a great night, everyone.